Time Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg just posting on Instagram. He laid out his vision for AI superintelligence. Said some interesting things about the future. Let's bring in RBC's tech analyst Brad Erickson. He does cover Meta and Amazon. I guess first let's just get to the Meta print this evening and what your expectations are in terms of what we may see there.
Yeah, I think you're going to see really good numbers. Our checks were generally positive through the quarter, so we're talking like high teens growth, probably something in the 16, 17, 18% range. And then guidance, probably the high end right around where the street is estimating for Q3, maybe even a little bit above. Good operating margins. CapEx, always the question. We'll see. Our view there is that to the degree that they can continue to outperform on the revenue front, they probably have room to move CapEx up. Google did it last week. We'll see what they say tonight.
Yeah, obviously those Google numbers as well, I would think, paint a potentially good picture for Meta.
Yeah, absolutely. Search different than social, obviously, kind of intent-based buying versus impulse. But yeah, nonetheless, I think small and medium-sized businesses, which is primarily who drive these businesses and primarily who we talk to in doing our channel work, things were generally good. Prices were going up in the auction, which is a good sign from a demand perspective for ads. So yeah, I think all signs point to good stuff for tonight there.
I wanted to get your reaction to this Instagram post I just mentioned from Zuckerberg, the video just coming out, because it may get to this question about CapEx. You know, he said AI keeps accelerating. In fact, over the past few months, we've begun to see glimpses of AI systems improving themselves. And so he goes on to say, Brad, developing superintelligence is now in sight. And then, he thinks it's going to have a more meaningful impact on our lives. It's going to come from everyone having personal superintelligence that helps you achieve your goals. He talks about things like having the glasses to help you basically interpret the entire world. I don't know. Your take on it, whether it means that we may get something unexpected this evening as well?
I like your take. I don't know. The most interesting thing to me that stuck out was he kind of had this kind of altruistically positioning Meta as being really about people and productivity and personal nature of AI, and then kind of threw a little stone in terms of the competitors by saying, hey, a lot of these other things are based at enterprise workforce productivity. And, we're seeing growing evidence of jobs being impacted potentially by AI. It's kind of a theory at this point where it's hard to directly attribute it. But I thought it was interesting positioning Meta as more sort of, tools for the people, for your personal lives. Very interesting.
I mean, he's clearly trying to position Meta as the leader when it comes to superintelligence and AI in general. We've seen the competition for talent with OpenAI. Who else is he competing with? And is it a world where it's winner take all?
Yeah, I think all of the model companies, right? So that's everyone certainly from Google to Anthropic to OpenAI to Perplexity and a number of others. I think those are kind of the primary competitors where you're just trying to add utility in people's lives, right? Like set aside whether it's for work or personal or whatever, you're trying to add utility to people's lives, effectively take up more of people's lives, right? If you're involved, engaged, you can sell more ads, you can drive more revenue by adding more value in people's lives. So I think that's how he thinks about the competitive landscape.
Brad, appreciate it. We'll keep an eye, obviously, for the numbers this evening. Thank you.
Thanks.